that some people who are still living don't understand that, especially Igbo traders in Lagos. So say to go. Ladipo is the first phase of this very deadly salvo. They will destroy your businesses. After that, they will take over your houses. When I make work for them, I want you to be writing down what I'm saying. That is why barrister will say, go and bring your pen and your paper. So that when we are speaking, you'll be seeing it live and direct. What we do here is science. When we tell you that if you mix 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 of oxygen, you will get H2O, which is water. We mean it. If you try it, you will see it.
Peter did for Kotabi. Peter did for Kotabi. He said a good court. That court now 8 years. Peter did for Kotabi. He said a good court. That court now 8 years. Peter did for Kotabi. He said a good court. That court now 8 years. Peter did for Kotabi. He said, you said you didn't give me money. You don't give me money, and I tell you the way it is. Nothing. Peter did for Kotabi. He said a good court. That court now 8 years.
Good morning, everyone. Trust we're all doing well. Lord Larry, good morning to you and every other person's good morning. All our viewers out there, good morning to you all. You're welcome to another episode of our newspaper review. So we'll be starting with this day newspaper. Please, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to click on the subscription button and turn on your notification bell. Right, this day newspaper says 6,221 Nigerian doctors lost to the UK in 6 years. International College of Surgeons reviews says over 40 million Nigerians find it difficult to see doctor. Naira achieves convergence as official. Parallel rate close to 756 Naira. CBN odds quotation of offer rate from Naira settled. OTC Forex futures contract eyes further reforms. Fed forecasts nation's currency to end 2023 at 700 Naira per dollar. Predicts CBN's policy rate to jump by 150 BPs to 17% by year end. Project petrol subsidy removal to trigger inflation in neighboring countries. Federal government exempts LDL NAFDAC boards from dissolution. You can read that up on page 10. And Airtel's founder visits Tinubu. Seems like Tinubu is having a lot of visitors this period. And over to the Vanguard newspaper. It said values of FGN bounced down by 93.2% to 183 billion naira. That's on page 19. We are committed to press freedom, defense of democracy. That's coming from editors on page 5. NDLEA General Ogunewe Porta Novelli congratulate AZ Anaba. That's on page 33. Why we oppose Nnamdi Kanu's request for access to his medical records. That's coming from the DSS, and it's on page 11. So you can read that up on page 11 of the Vanguard newspaper. I feel like Tiger ready to devour criminals. This coming from the acting IGP Ebetongu. That's on page 9. Anxiety as ex-deport petrol price rises to 419 naira per litre. Retail price rises to 515 naira. Major marketers lift at 446.57 naira per litre. Regulator unavailable at filling stations. PMS now for the rich. NLC said the regulations there varies change in price. Please, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to click on the subscription button and the notification bell so as to get notified. And please don't forget to make use of the like button. The link has been posted, so you can join us here. We are still far from deregulation. This coming from Prof. Iledari. And on page 13, we see EFCC releases ex-governor Autumn after 10 hours grilling. 6,221 Nigerian doctors lost to UK in 6 years, says International College of Surgeons. Then still on the presidential pool, Tinubu opens defense June 30. Atiku Obi closed cases Friday. That's on page 9. And Baba Ahmed says Tinubu's tax will be more challenging. Buhari came into the presidency with less baggage and left Tinubu a country virtually paralyzed by corruption. Then this coming from Babalola. It says education is a catalyst to all-round development through which one can overcome ignorance, tribalism, and poverty. And Amunike Fenidi front runners to replace Petero. And that's all on the Vanguard newspaper. Then over to the Punch news Guardian newspaper. It says dollar trades at discount against Nigeria against Naira in black market. So dollar trades at discount against Naira in black market. Like Nigeria, foreign airlines won Ethiopian over $95 million stock fund consequences. Digital switch over FOTA's 29 states remain on analog. Sowore spends 40 million naira on presidential pool. Challenges APC. Orders to declare campaign expenses. That's on page 6. Atiku Abubakar, PDP, to close case against Tinubu's election on Thursday. Shettiman decorates acting IGP Ebetokun. EFCC quizzes ex-Benue governor Autumn over alleged misappropriation. Court fixed July 13. for judgment in Emefiele's suit against federal government. Then over to the Daily Sun. Please let not forget to make use of the like button. This email said PDP accuses defected SWC members of mismanaging 1.4 billion naira campaign funds. Ayanwo Okosha reportedly in on Holy Deer. PDP's reconciliation talks suffer setback. Atiku, Governor Winke, others absent. We all contributed to outcome of 2023 polls, say party stakeholders. And you can see that on page 6 of the Lead Sun newspaper. I feel like Tiger ready to chase away all criminals. This coming from the acting IGP. Cardinal Onayekan is change of service shifts. Ask Tinubu to change security structure. That's on page 26. Editors committed to defense of democracy, press freedom. This coming from the NGE. Still on page 6. MFX wants 36 states assembly to amend relevant laws. Still on page 6. EFCC grills releases autumn after 10 hours over alleged misappropriation of funds. That's on page 4. Emefiele knows fate July 13. And on Enugu Guba, the tribunal dismisses Nigeria's petition against Mba Edoga. That's on page 9. And you can see a photo displaying President Bola Ahmed Tinubu with Secretary to the Government of Federation, George Akume, and Chief of Staff, Femi Bagbamila, and Governor Hope Udodima of Imo State at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, shortly before the president left for Paris to attend the Global Finance Pact Summit yesterday. Atiku, PDP, closed case challenging Tinubu's victory. That's on page 9. Again, laments difficulties in getting documents from INEC. Enitsi praises Tinubu's determination to end subsidy regime. That's on page 2. And over to the Punch newspaper. Federal government votes 24 billion naira for 10th National Assembly members' accommodation. And that's on page 2. Naira closes 756 per dollar as trading rises at official window. And state external debt rises to 3 trillion naira. That's on page 17. New service chiefs, 100 military generals may be retired. That's on page 2. Retirement girl to 8 Army, Air Force, Navy, curse 37. Others may be affected. Shetima decorates acting IG Ebetonku as Baba backs successors to succeed. Emefiele's detention backed by court order, says DSS. That's on page 8 of the Punch newspaper. Flood sacks residents from Ogu communities. That's on page 4 and page 5. PDP holds reconciliation Pali Winke orders absent. That's on page 27. And over to the Daily Trust newspaper. Select TI orders seek Tinubu's commitment to anti-corruption war. EFCC releases autumn after 9 hours questioning. Kano government picks Gaduji's ex-chief of staff and NPP chair, 17 others as commissioners. And still on the subsidy removal, Naira devaluation hike price. Cost up to 700,000 Naira in Abuja and 400,000 Naira in Kwara. Buyers groan, traders lament low patronage because the things are so expensive. So it's affecting everyone right now. All right, so from Clement A. Ololeyede, Zaradin, Y. Shaibu Kanu, and Shehu Adeuyi, Dahatu Liman, that's from Abuja, Abdulateef Aliyu from Lagos, and Mumini Abdulkarim Ilori. There's a note there says with a week to this year's El Kabri celebration, Muslim faithful across Nigeria are lamenting the high cost of ram and other animals permissible for slaughtering, even as traders attribute the exponential increase to the economic realities in the countries. The Trust reports that market survey in Abuja, Lagos, Kwara, and Kano State. That story continues on page 4 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Ronald L's entry boost competition on Lagos Kano routes. Orders, that's on page 25. Tinubu returns Nema Nakol to Vice President's office. TAJ Bank launches Tarwell digital banking app. And the photo display Glow Powers 2023 Ojude Oba Festival. And Presidential Tribunal grants PDP 2 more days to conclude petition. And that's it on Daily Trust newspaper. Then over to the Nigeria Tribune newspaper. It says Atiku PDP laments difficulties in getting documents from INEC. Closed case against Tinubu's election tomorrow. You can see that on page 4 of the Nigeria Tribune newspaper. And still on the subsidy, 2 years after NNPCL's autogas program drags, that's on page 7. An article, G5 governors absent at PDP moves reconciliation. Party stakeholders meet review 2023 elections. That's on page 4. And Tinubu approves return of NEMA. You can see that on page 3. Narco to VP's office. After 10-hour grilling, EFCC grants autumn bill. That's on page 2. Emefiele challenges detention by DSS, seek 500 million naira damages. That's on page 3. Police arrest nurse, 2 others over baby's missing placenta. That's on page 28. And this happened in Ondo. Alright, so that's all on the newspaper today. So we'll be going into the other business of the day. And please, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to click the subscription button and turn on the notification bell so as to get notified. Alright, so over to Lewawa Lekwawa Shukru. Welcome, and John Samuel. Yeah, I can see the comment. Please let's click on the like button. Okay, so over to Nnamdi Kanu's case. Okay. Oh, sorry. Access to doctors called to give judgment on detained Nnamdi Kanu suit against Nigeria Service Police DSS in July. And meanwhile, before we go into that, let's see what Akporor is saying concerning the court's case with Peter Obi.
You said to give me money. He not give me money, and they tell you the way it is. Nothing. Peter Obi never court, have you? Is it a go court? That court now 8 years. Like I tell you what, talk like this. That time when the election finish, now we supposed to do anything what we want to do. If we want shift the country go down at that time, won't shift her. Let's say that seat finish. You say, I think to see the dead court with Buhari for the election papers. Wait now, cannot do. What are you going to do for this country with that? Now stress yourself.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, how are you doing?
I'm fine, sir. You're welcome, sir.
People are attacking Akporor that said that Peter Obi will stay in court in 8 years.
They don't need to attack. Now what they need to do is to sit back and watch.
And the funny thing, they're not even playing the full video. They will just play that 10 seconds video. Oh, these children don't start. They will just play that 10 seconds video and say that Peter Obi is paid. They did not follow, they did not listen to what good morning, Agamas from here. Okay, thank you. Good morning, Alex. Okay. So they never listen to the full video. They will just play the 10 seconds. Say Peter Obi spent 8 years in court. Obi case, an article case. Nobody know I ended. But for Biosha, they said the case is going to end in August. So let's wait. But in Nigeria history, nobody don't sit president before. So maybe Obi will be the first one to do it. So let them not discuss, not give the negative vibe. August not far from me. Like just 2 months from now. Now August my birthday too. Maybe if Obi win, maybe Obi then will celebrate my birthday. Mad people everywhere. I like proceed. I'm with you. Today this time.
So on this case, it says access to doctors court to give judgment on detained Nnamdi Kanu's suit against Nigeria's Secret Police (DSS) in July. A federal high court sitting in Abuja has fixed July 20th, 2023 to give judgment on the suit filed by Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra (IPOB), against the State Security Service (SSS). SSS, Nigerian Secret Police, is also called the Department of State Service. As DSS, Kanu, through his team of lawyers, has sued the DSS and its Director General as the first and second respondent in the matter. In the suit market FHC, Abuja, CS, Section 2341 2022, Kanu urged the court for permission to apply for an order of mandamus to compel the DSS to allow him unhindered access to his medical doctor, among others. On February 1st, the court granted Kanu the permission to apply for an order of mandamus in sought after an expert motion moved by Ozekhome to the effect. But in a parliamentary objection filed by the Secret Police, it urged the court to dismiss the suit for want of jurisdiction. It urged that there was a subsiding judgment of a sister court delivered by Justice Tao on June 3rd, 2022 in suit number FHC Abuja CS 1585 2021 between Kanu and DGA of DSS and two others, wherein the court dealt substantially with the issue of allowing the IPOP leader access to his physician. In a statement released by Ifeanyi Ejiofor, lead lawyer for Nnamdi Kanu on Tuesday, detailing the incident of the court proceedings, Ejiofor said his team's application has been heard on merit, and the court is ready to give its judgment in the next 30 days. We hope the judgment is fair. The statement reads, today, Onyendu's indefatigable legal team, able led by the man of letters, Prof. Mike Ozekhome San, was on hand to deliver it in the holy language the law and court understands, and it was indeed an excellent outing. Meanwhile, Oyedu's lead counsel, Prof. Mike Ozekhome San, only yesterday votes to the Director General of the State Security Service, requesting him to allow Onyedu access to his medical doctors visiting to interfere with him and receive his former engagement. If satisfied with the outcome of this meeting with them, be assured, Izibu Mushineke, that we shall not leave any stone unturned to ensure that Onyedu did not only regain his freedom, but have that done unconditionally. Let me use this medium to further assure Izibo Umushineki that Onyedu's legal team apply able led by Prof. Mike Ozekome San is more resolute than you can ever imagine to ensure that Onyedu is freed as soon as possible. The legal team's fates are standing firmly, and there is nothing, I mean, no amount of distraction can shift our eyes from the ball. And that's all on it. Mr. Mazi, you're welcome. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, my beautiful sister Kebe. Good morning, my brother Alexo, who is still doing Omugo. I hope you are still doing Omugo, bro, Alex.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir, from you.
That
Good
is the
morning.
responsibility that is stuck in our back that we cannot do away with, especially when they both, couples are working assiduously to provide for the family. Well done, my brother, and God will
Thank you,
continue
sir.
to bless you. Good morning to my listeners. Good morning to those that are in the comment section. I am speaking to you from the beautiful city of Bolgatanga in the upper eastern part of Ghana. I am always proud to say that because we have a very sound security. I am not telling you that we are not prone to some certain, societal vices. So we still, but it is in a minimal state. Kill someone here, whether you're a soldier, whether you're a policeman, whether you're a civilian, you will pay for it. We value life and we respect human rights. A country that single-handedly repealed the death penalty in Ghana respects human rights of individuals, irrespective of their class, political status, social status, or otherwise. But you live in a country where human rights of individuals are abused on constant basis. The story you are reading now, Sister Kebe, is a flagrant abuse of court instructions or orders. The DSS is acting like a dictator. What will it take? A court say release him, grant him. The lady that what's her name? The lady judge that dismissed all the charges, frivolous charges that cannot fly even in the face of a cockroach that were leveled against him. This woman threw them away. Court of appeal threw them away. The same woman asked DSS, instructed DSS to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu changes his clothes. That she doesn't want to see him appear in the same friendly clothes that they arrested him on or in. They refused, which means the DSS of Nigeria or SSS of Nigeria is now bigger than the court or the judicial system in the land. This can only happen in a corrupt society like Nigeria. It cannot happen in a place where the law and orders are respected. The constitution, no matter how bad it is respected. In normal circumstances, if it is in other places, immediately the court of appeal discharge Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody immediately, to tell you how corrupt your judicial system are. Go and look at Lady Judge Bakachao. Look at what the husband said in a place that's supposed to be an august chamber.
where laws, good laws, are made for the betterment of the people. The man revealed that he patronized his wife. He prevailed over his wife to engage in travesty of justice, miscarriage of justice, using his wife. And all of you in Nigeria are keeping quiet. That has to go to, it goes a long way to tell you that there are people, innocent people, that are in jail today because of miscarriage of justice of that woman. In a same country, those cases that were presided over by that woman should have been recalled now and reviewed. But because you don't have anybody, you don't have people like her husband Bakachua in the Senate, the kind of political stalwarts they have that are supporting them, you will rot in jail. That is how Nigeria is structured to work. People who are guilty are not made to face the law or the punishment or go to jail. But because they have people in higher places, they control everywhere in Nigeria. They are set loose, just like they are doing to the terrorists, the Boko Haram and bandits that are terrorizing the whole Nigeria, killing, raping, and doing all manner of things against the people. Taking over lands and nobody. You have state actors that cannot stand and chase these people out the same way we did when we were in active service during the military time. And if you ask me my own opinion, I would still prefer the military time, if not that they rule with decree. Anytime they steps in, they set aside the constitution and continue to operate with the decree. I could have said my experience in the military and those that ruled that time, yes, they were also bad. But they are sent compared to the ones that you have right now in Nigeria. They are sent. How much did Abacha loot that you are collecting today? Go and check the money that the present politicians in Nigeria, from top to bottom, like the tall man always say, top to bottom, go and check how much they have looted this country. Equate it with what the army people looted and tell me if the army are not sent. That is what is going on in your country. Now, a court that has discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you cannot allow him access to his personal doctors to check him and verify whether this man needs other further examination or analysis. Because you are holding power. You have the instrument. You are using the instrument of government to destroy another person's human right. That is what you gain when you validate criminality and injustice in a country. Lack of merit. People that merited to become who they are or where they're supposed to be are not given the opportunity to do that because you have quota system. You have quota system. I must tell you today that quota system affected me. When I scored 206 to study in FUTO, Federal University of Technology, Owerri, 206 in petrochemical engineering, I had pass in English, not credit pass. Because of 206, I was denied. This thing happened in 1991. I was denied admission. But when you go to, supposing I use the same thing and go and change my name in the north, I'll be given first class or scholarship. People entered the University of Maiduguri with 95 scored mark in the jam. That is what they do to you. And when people like Mazi Nnamdi come out to tell you, open up all this evil, you stand and watch him, being maltreated or pushed in a place where he can no longer fight for his people. But I will leave you, Sister Kewe, with this. No matter how you cover a smoke, if you like, use a pot. No matter how you cover a smoke, the smoke must find its way and people will know that there is fire there. Thank you so much and God bless
you. Thank you so much, Ogamas, for this wonderful delivery. Nigeria is meant to frustrate every human being. Like what you just said about the school, my friend that belongs to the Nigerian military now, he's a Benin guy, those state. Before he belongs to the military, he has to change the name to Awusa name. He has to change the name to, what was it? He say, I don't want to mention the name, but we know him. He changed it to Awusa name, to Muslim, and he claimed to be a Muslim before they accept him in the military.
Alexo, you see, during our time, you have 36 states plus Abuja, that's 37. Every state was expected to, bring in 40 recruits. 40 recruits each. Lagos 40, Abia State 40, Imo 40. Every state supposed to bring 40 candidates that will be taken, that has already passed the preliminary exercises in their various recruitment centers in their various states. So this selected 40 now will now be bused to Zaria, Nigerian Army Training Depot, where the training of recruits, are done. But when we got there, for them to make sure that they maintain that numerical advantage over you, the South, they introduced what they call Abacha list. And these people now that could not get it in the South will now run to North if they have people over there, or stay there and enter into the army through this list. This list is made. You have Abacha list, you have Abu Salami list, you have Mariam Abacha list, you have Mariam Babangida list, you have the Sultan of Sokoto list, you have Chief of Army Staff's list, so many lists like that, and that is how they are going to recruit 40 people, and these people are majority from the northern part of Nigeria, just to keep their population and number higher than you that is coming from there. And when we saw this thing, I said, how can you say that there is equity in the distribution of facilities like this? So anywhere you go, you see them on top numerically, you see your people below. When you go to Nigerian Defense Academy, the same thing. They use some silly and demonic or barbaric system to rope in their people so that they will have this numerical advantage over you. And that is why they struggle to be on top and control everywhere, or where they cannot, they will use someone who is obedient to them, like they are using Tinubu now, to perpetuate whatever they are going to do. That is the system in Nigeria. And that is why anywhere I go, after seeing all these things in that particular department, that small department where I was, I said Nigeria can never be one. Nigeria can never be one. You are, the South and the North are on a parallel line that can never meet, as long as these injustices are made to continue. Thank you, bro.
Thank you so much, Ogamas. Thank you so much. I just do one kind tight. Of the truth, Nigeria not fit be one because things are falling apart every day. Imagine those singing song for Peter Obi before this election. Now there's a come outside, they say they mock Peter Obi. Peter Obi will be in court for 8 years. So you know that why were you singing song for Peter Obi now? That if they ring the election, you kiss Nigeria goodbye. There's one video. I will send one video to Israel, please.
Like Juju be that. Not be Juju be that.
They were saying that if anything happened to Peter Obi, they will kiss Nigeria goodbye. Now, that's what happened to Peter Obi. Now, so Peter Obi go there for court for 8 years. Not be Juju be this one. Which side are you people now? The Obedience family.
The only platform now that is very, very active, waxing strong, that doesn't want to even relent, that is supporting the Obedati movement is Niger Watch. And I commend them for doing that.
Yes.
Because if you see, Niger Watch is so great, that guy is doing it. I do not know. I'm sure nobody's paying him because he has already said it in his platform. That is the only person that is there now. The rest has run away and left to Obedati. If you them now that looking at the Nigerian judicial system.
You know why? Obi no longer gave them view like before again.
Brother, see.
Yes.
Brother, see. If
I said the video uploaded. Right, sir.
Okay. If Nigeria is a place where votes count, where normal things are done, do you think that Tinubu will be the president? I was saying that no matter, irrespective of the outcome of that election, I am for Biafra today, tomorrow, and forever. And I will do anything. If you see me in Niger Watch as well, before I make my submission, I will tell them that, look, you know where I stand. Irrespective of who is there, we need freedom, because the man that you are going to put there, even if he's a saint, will not change the barbaric system that they operate. Even if you are a saint, you go in there, you will be walking on a tightrope. The system will not allow you. And if you persist, you want to use your, executive orders or presidential orders, the powers you have, the numbers are there. Those that are benefiting are larger in number in that National Assembly. They will pass a vote of no confidence and impeach you, and their own takes over. That is how they structure that system. Anybody that is going to come in there, that is going to twist or change things, that is going to affect the other people, since they have a numerical advantage over you, where you are coming from, then the only person they will allow to stay there is the person that is doing their bidding. The person that will not speak of restructuring, the person that will not, ask for, devolution of powers, that is the person that they will control. Tell me, how many times have they been coming there and promising you for restructuring? What did they do? When Buhari went there, what did he do? He told you that those of you that are clamoring for restructuring, you know where to go. And do you know the reason why he made that statement? Because there are people that are benefiting the current criminal system are larger in number there. Send the thing there, they will throw it away. That is the system they operate in Nigeria. And that is the reason why I say I cannot support such system after seeing most of those things that are happening. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Ogama, let's review one video in 2 minutes. Can I play it for us?
To pray and ask God to intervene. When God wants to intervene, you find them not believing God. Even P2B, what do they have wanted? For Atiku to take over or for Tinubu to take over? Now P2B is there to point the way forward, and the people have responded. So to that extent, nobody should doubt the coming of P2B. He has a divine intervention, and hopefully he will rescue Nigeria, because by my own judgment, P2B is Nigeria's last chance. Whatever anybody may think about it is up to the person. Then the next thing is Tambuwa's call for free and fair election. The fact that politicians are calling for free and fair election, that is to tell you that the election cannot be fair, free and fair. In the civilized world or where they do election, they don't say, please, we want free and fair. You don't ask for free and fair. It's taken as given, because that is the duty of INEC. Telling INEC that you should conduct free and fair, it means there has been a K-leg or something like it's casting a doubt on the credibility of the whole thing. After all, is it a month ago or some few weeks back, somebody unearthed the Omuma magic, whereby even the beavers, they have to import names in a population where you don't have more than 6,000 people and you are registering 46,000 on the beaver system. You see, people should learn to respect the will of the people. I think, I'm not a soothsayer and I'm not a prophet. I'm not a Nostradamus who may see tomorrow, but my gut instinct is telling me that if they play hanky-panky again, like before, next year, Nigeria will burn. This is not a case of separatists doing it. Everybody will now join hands and put the country down. So they have better respect the wish of the people. Thank you.
Ogamasu, where is that everybody?
you see the moderator, immediately he just mentioned Nigeria will burn. Then the moderator was telling you off the mic. Thank you.
Ogamasu, I'm not after the moderator. Everybody will burn that we are. Where are they? I mean, the travel. Where are the people that will come together and put the Nigeria down? I'm looking for them.
Alexo, I said it in the I think this one, I don't know where this one was, whether it was in damages or so. So that
Symphonies, not Nigeria.
Okay, I don't know that platform. If I knew, I would have been patronizing them too and make my opinion known.
After the election, they have stopped doing live video. They don't do live video anymore. They only just upload updates.
My opinion, my stand is Biafra or nothing. That is my stand, because the Biafran people, the goose that lays the golden egg, cannot be allowed to continue to suffer in penury and begin to beg to benefit what God has kept in their land. The beauty of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and one of the things I studied from Mazi, before I come to this, my brother that spoke on that video, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I heard him say that Biafra is going to be a sample, pure Republican state. The center will be weak. The center will be weak. The problem Nigeria has today is that so much, the enormous power that is vested at the center. They hire and fire. They hold the yam. They are holding the yam. They are also holding the knife. They can decide where to cut it. That is why ex-President Muhammadu Buhari will go and take loan from China, share it to the rest of the 5 geopolitical zones, and abandon Southeast. And Southeast, the business people, businessmen and women in that very place will contribute to pay the loan. They didn't benefit. That is how your country is run. And people see it as normal. Some people that have sense will come out and challenge you when you become emotional on items or issues like that. They will tell you that you are emotional. Why won't I be emotional if something that I will pay was collected, contracted, shared among the rest, and I was abandoned? You're telling me not to say I don't want to remain in that society? Is that how justice is in Nigeria? Is that how you people practice justice in Nigeria? That it will get to you, Alex, so they will say, oh no, you don't have a political strength. It is always political strength when it goes to the other people. And people will be clapping. They will be embellishing the primitivity, the political primitivity in that country. You see, this is my brother that spoke here now. I know him proper. He's my good brother.
we speak the same language and everything, and we appear together in so many platforms. And he knows my position. My position is Biafra today, Biafra tomorrow, Biafra till I die. That is how it is. I will never compromise. When Obi was coming in, we said it that Obi is a distraction. Obi will never win. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. The agreement with these people is Tinubu 8 years or 9, going to 9 years ago. He said it. People didn't believe. But when Obi came out, they saw him as someone who is good. But I have my grounds with him as well, because he killed our people and threw them in a Zoo River. They had commission of inquiry. What is the report of the commission of inquiry? When they interviewed him, he said he wasn't around. How can you are an executive governor of a state, and people, your own people were killed, slaughtered. Their bodies were found floating on on the surfaces of a Zoo River. You conducted a commission of inquiry. What are the results? Who and who was indicted? There is no report. I spoke to this, my brother. My brother told me that yes, Obi is the last edition. But when I go to the last time when I went to, I think some few days before the election, I told him that I would like to see what, immediately they declare Abiola, the drug man, president. I told them I will see, and they said they are going to court. Obi came out and made that announcement that they should be peaceful, that he asked for peace, he called for peace for his supporters. Okay, that they are going to court. I say, I will see what you people will do after the court. And go and look at what happened in Imo State. Nigeria for you. He said, Nigeria. Go and look at what happened to Imo State. A man that scored 4th position through the influence of Supreme Court, just like Baba Chawa or Buka Chawa, whatever they call him, said in the Senate. The results were manipulated. The man that scored 1st position was now removed, and the man that scored 4th was made the president. The governor of Imo State. And so many people in Imo State rejoiced because of partisan politics. You don't have a constitution that is fair. How will Obi operate? I told them, I continue to tell them, I continue to shout, to rant. Some people call me, that I am. In fact, they told me that, you are a Ghanaian. Why are you so much interested in what happens to Nigeria? Go and face your Ghana. Forgotten that my mother is from there as well. That is what I'm expecting what these people will do. In fact, the day they stole that money, they believe that mandate has been stolen. That was the day they're supposed to do something. But nobody, all of them, they go run away. They go run away. The only body, brother Alex, that is consistent is that Niger Watch. They are the one that is consistent, that is updating their groups and everywhere. The rest have joined them. You don't see one Labour Party, is it a senator or House of Representative, that even congratulated Tinubu? You don't see him. He shock you. Yes, please.
Damas, the thing is that what I said is this, even on that platform. I told them, if you guys want to take back this mandate, and it would have worked, stop this inauguration, do not allow the governorship election to continue. Because when you people allow the governorship election to move ahead, after this Gwangwa Ipo in the presidential election, that is to say, they beat you before, they were not scared to beat you again. They will beat you hands down. But immediately they beat you in the presidential, you stop the governorship election, you say no inauguration. That is how to kiss Nigeria goodbye, not after. Let's go to who owns the court. Don't worry, maybe if by next month I will hear Tinubu has sacked the judge in the court, he will replace it with his family member. That time their body go phone them. Mad people everywhere. Please, can you give us the last video of Igbo people in the Lagos ranting without doing nothing?
Now I assume office 3 years ago. I'll be rounding up by October.
He assumed office 2 years ago. He assumed office not up to 1 year. We have the leadership of Alaba International Market. The Lagos State knows that we exist. The local government knows that we exist. Have they called the leadership of Alaba International Market and bring this into our notice? The answer is no. The answer is no. Look at the every man controlling this market. And that is why we have Alaba Amalgamated Council of Section and Health. So that when there is problem, we go to the appropriate authority. The day they came to my office, I was having a meeting, a joint meeting of the BOT, Federal Council, and elected officers. I saw almost 100 armed mobile policemen. I came out to address them and said, this place is a marketplace, why are you fighting us? They said they are for demolition, these people are laughter or whatever. I said, if you come to the leadership of Alaba and tell them, we will work hand in hand with you. We will not disturb the federal government from us, the government from being their job. But at least you need to notify us. They will not call our people. Your own building is involved. Your own is involved. How do you go about it? Is it about, bringing it down, putting it to standard, or acquiring the necessary documents that is required for you to acquire? Or do they want to reclaim the land and give it to so-called their business counterpart that came out here from China like I had, that want to develop multi-purpose? No problem. With time, the world will know if actually what they came for is for the dilapidated buildings, or they have given this place for a foreigner to come and develop markets inside Alaba International Market. Let me tell you, I know about the position of Nigeria. I'm a political scientist. You understand? That's why I'm a trainer. I'm not a novice. Some of us are graduates, some of us are master degree holders. Now, what we practice in Nigeria is true federalism. If actually it's true federalism, an Igbo man can become a chairman in Ojo local government. The Yoruba man can become a chairman in any government in the Igbo land. So I don't discriminate. I'm a true Nigerian. So I don't believe in all those kind of rumors. Even me as a chairman, there are rumors flying out. Yeah, but I don't want to give ear to that kind of rumors. But I am talking about what is worth doing is worth doing. These are your citizens, these are your brothers, these are your people. Why can't you give them time? If actually since 2016 is when they have come to issue this notice, what about the incoming government? The new generation that doesn't know what is going on. Yes, actually, the governor visited us here during the campaign. Mr. Governor, you visited us here, our friend. Even though in the election, I know that some people voted according to their conscience. Some of us voted because we love you. You are our friend. You can't tell me that you are not seeing this thing that is happening to us. Even if this thing is going to take place, why don't you do it in the right way? Why don't you give your people at least that listening ear? Why don't you hear from the leaders of Alaba? You know me as the amalgamated president. You know my brother as the president of IMA. You know my brother as the president of UPA. You know all of us. Why don't you tell those authorities to go to them and tell their people to pack their things? Give us 1 month. Give us 2 months. It's not too much. This Alaba International Market that is generating millions of naira into the purse of the federal government and that of the state and that of the local government. Now our people have now asking a question, what is our offense? What have we done? Are we not Nigerians? This thing they are doing now, we have lost billions of naira here. Our people are in tears. They are crying. But I say, Mr. Governor, please, come and justice with us.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
One thing, Ogamas, one thing we see for Igbo people, most of the way they Lagos, they will claim Yoruba. At the end, they will make some threat. At the end, they will be begging. You threat, you beg. You threat, you end it with beg. What's the meaning of threat? What's the meaning of all this press release video here and then? You cannot act. You just come outside and make some threat. Are we not Nigeria? You are Nigeria. See what they are doing to you. You are still claiming you are still not Nigeria. If you are really in Nigeria, why are you supposed to ask that kind of question? Are you not Nigeria? Like you go and meet your father and ask, are you not the one that gave birth to me? That's the question you're always asking. Are you not my father? Are you not my father? Why do you keep reminding your father if it's not your father? I don't understand, though. Ogamas, over to you. Make everybody do it things in me random. Nigeria, Igbo, some Igbo say for Lagos. They may best they retire for themselves. Kevin, it's like Ogamas busy. You lost network. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
You missed him already. You can do your things. Mad people everywhere.
Thank you so much, sir. We've actually come to the end of today's newspaper review. To all the viewers out there, thank you for staying tuned. Think we have a guest. Okay, he's back. Let me just bring him back. Okay, sir, you're welcome, sir.
Oh, thank you, Sister Kewe. I had an interruption in my system. That is why it went off. You see, I am not surprised what is going on, because if you are in a particular, you see, from the beginning, this is the foundation. When you look at the foundation of a country, where a particular place is given a preferential status, you have international markets, you have international airport accessible, you have seaport international, and they destroy the rest that can even generate more revenue than the one that is over there. You see people trooping there. You see people trooping there. People is in business, there's what they call proximity. Proximity. Look at how it costs to ply on Federal Road from Lagos to Akwa Ibom or Cross River. Is more than the amount you use to import those goods, those containers from abroad. That is the reality. That is the economic strangulation our people are going through. Sometimes the terrorists abduct them, kidnap them on the road. These are realities. But for me, I will say this. It was long coming. This thing they were planning it. Anybody, any Igbo man, or anybody that is a non-Yoruba man that is residing in Lagos should understand that video leak between Shetima, the current vice president now, and Governor Mosun was just what they were planning to do to you people. And for you, you remain there. Ojukwu came there and lamented. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke to all of them. Begin to think home when it is light, because in the night you will not find it. Did they give? They gave them hours. What this man is talking there, he's just talking for talking's sake. The people has done what they have done. They have done what they have done, and there are procedures of doing it and compensation for your damage, for your property that is damaged, that is destroyed. Where were the council, development authority when they were building those places? If those lands are government properties or were built on a place that they don't supposed to be built, where were they? They collected money as well. They say a stranger would not even know the room or house a dead person was bathed. How would the Igbo people or the non-Lagosians that came in there to buy those lands now will know that those places are unauthorized places? How would they know? They collected the millions of naira, and you are telling me that God will punish such a country? I mean, God will bless such a country? A country that will lure you into criminality and destroy you. And when they, like the way they are doing in Emefiele today, is that the country that you are going to trust or you believe in? They sold that land to them. Didn't they know? Why did they sell the land to them and collect all the monies? They put up, you allow them to put up those gigantic structures and begin to do their business, and later you now come back and bulldoze them within 5 hours. And you tell me that you will not pay the price. See, let me tell you one thing. They said if you want to cure whitlow, first show your finger. Then people will believe the medicine you use to cure your whitlow in your finger.
Do you remember? I would like to just give me some few time to go back, down memory lane. In Ghana, there is what they call Aliens Compliance Act. I think it was in the 60s or 70s, ending of 60s, or early 70s. One of our presidents that time is late Buzia. The Nigerians, I don't want to separate now. The Nigerians were the leading economic gurus in Ghana. They built businesses that the locals cannot build. They build mansions that the locals cannot build. Some of those houses are still standing today, are still standing. Some people have taken it over. Through that Alien Compliance Act, Nigerians were thrown away from Ghana, irrespective of how long they have stayed. Some of them married here, born here, do everything here, with everything. They throw them away. After throwing them away, they went to Nigeria, and God started blessing Nigeria too. Our people now that sacked them from here through Alliance Compliance out through a president they call late Buzia. They started tripping to Nigeria again when the oil boom started, early 80s. They were coming in droves. If you go to Agege, they occupy that place. When you hear of Jerry Coyle, what the hairstyle our people call Jerry Coyle in Nigeria, it is Jerry Rollins. They named Jerry Rollins after that is Jerry Coyle. That is his style of hair. That was how his hair looks like. Jerry Coyle, the Agege braid. The transportation system that was going on there from Agege to Ghana. What happened later? Nigeria, through Shagari, retaliated. That is what happened to a country. What Lagos State is doing today, if Igbos will move away or non-Igbos will move away from Lagos, I wonder if, I do not know the kind of money that these private people or China will bring to Lagos. Alaba International Market, according to what I heard, worth over $7 billion. I do not know the company, the foreign company that is going to invest $7 billion in Lagos. I stand to be corrected. I don't know. If
Samantha, I can't hear you.
Hello, Karen. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I think it's from the side.
Maybe his network, maybe it's in his camp. No problem. He has even finished work safe. You know me, myself, I did tight. When next week I'll be free. So you can draw the curtain now if you are done.
All right, sir. Okay, so thank you all for staying tuned. John Amada, Augustine, Efemani. Of Afosos James Amadi, Ubezunu Ogeshuku, Divine Ibrezu, Benjamin, Mr. Max, Mazi, thank you. Lekwawa and Lord Larry, I get your comments. Thank you all, and other viewers are there. Thank you. Please, if you've not clicked on the like button, don't hesitate. Click on the like button. Thank you all for staying tuned. So, see you same time, same station tomorrow. Do have a lovely day.
Even the dry bones in the graves that are beginning to shake, they know the time has come. It's a shame that some people who are still living don't understand that, especially Igbo traders in Lagos. So set to go. Ladipo is the first phase of this very deadly salvo. They will destroy your businesses. After that, they will take over your houses. When I make work for them, I want you to be writing down what I'm saying. That is why barrister will say, go and bring your pen and your paper. So that when we are speaking, you'll be seeing it live and direct. What we do here is science. When we tell you that if you mix 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 of oxygen, you will get H2O, which is water. We mean it. If you try it, you will see it in here.